And here is the fake dog. The contest gives you the one fun. Here's your new first. From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. I'm still competing in NXT with the Shield was running roughshod. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and this man, Roman Reigns. And we knew the future was bright, but no one quite expected Reigns to have the impact on the WWE Universe that he had since the NXT days. Workhorse facing WWE feels that he carries this business on his broad shoulders and will continue to do so well into the future. Roman has that swagger. Roman has that confidence. And Roman has that message to the entire roster of WWE. If you think you can stop me, try. Good luck for you. Good. One of only two men in history to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And well on his way to being an all-time great. Look who's here, the Animal, Batista. And his partner from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista. I cannot believe the WWE Universe's reaction to Batista. They've given him nothing but disrespect. You have to respect the Animal. The longest reigning Universal Champion in history. And their first, accompanied by Paul Heyman from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 291 pounds. Chain Slayer. I think the look of confidence on the face of Seth Rollins says it all. He is ready. Rollins, one of the greatest of this generation. And his partner from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has made a career out of taking risks and seizing opportunities. Seth Rollins has been a multiple-time champion of Money in the Bank. Ladder debuted as one of the Shields with Reigns and Ambrose. The King Slayer, set for action. If I had to pick out a modern day version of the irresistible force meeting the immovable object, I'd point them right at the battles we've seen between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Michael the Beast and the Big Dog have crossed paths a handful of times, and every encounter seems more destructive than the last. That's no small feat considering the war they had in their first match at WrestleMania 31. Byron, if you're going to steal my nickname, say it right. Big Dog. All the budding teams out there hoping to one day make it to the big stage better be watching this match with a notepad in hand, because you can bet this is going to be a lesson in how it's done. In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner. Backbreaker. I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalia's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish last kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish. Well, here's a couple. Plenty of football. The animal refusing to be tamed. It's going to take a whole lot more than that. Oh, drop kick. Right on the money. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever. You can't believe this one's over. The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal four-way match in their second tag team title reign in 2013's SummerSlam. I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots. But I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams that tech has been made. Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael. Oh, line. Oh, man. Jarring headbutt. Oh. Harsh impact. Getting closer now, and he tags his partner in. Momentum has shifted here, Michael. Boom! The face destroyed. Brock Lesnar definitely in a tough spot.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream.
And it looks like he found one. The abuse his body has gone through in this match is a little disturbing. I don't know why he hasn't made the tag yet. It's almost like he enjoys the pain. He's not looking like himself right now, and I hate to say it, but this might be the beginning of the end for him here. Now the old vicious neck crank. Look at the torque. Oh man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Seth Rollins looking for the pin. And the head scissors up. Man, that's just nasty. Roman Reigns gets the tag. Oh, he turns it around. Load over. Oh, and it is nasty impact. It makes sense for Seth Rollins to hold a tag team title with one of the Shield brothers, but to hold it with the overachieving Jason Jordan was the result of a series of unfortunate events. Seth Rollins finds a way out. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Those unfortunate events you mentioned, Corey, included a long-term injury to Rollins' tag team partner, Dean Ambrose. Jason Jordan, he's looking at it. Is he done? And he releases the hold. I don't think he had it fully locked in. Roman Reigns saw that one coming. Seth Rollins in a tough spot now. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance. Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. The continuity between tag team partners is crucial. The team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making it stand. Oh, what a super kick from the architect. Nice. Got it down. Stationary position. Turns around. Well, soft. Incredible agility. That's how you wear down your opponent. Counter here. When this guy's on, look out. Roman Reigns is out to prove everyone in WWE is a failure. Here we go. We knew this was coming. Full Nelson applied on Purple Dragon suplex. Oh my, I'm not sure how much he has left. Seth Rollins finding a way to take over this match. That's what Rollins does. You can feel the momentum shift. Oh, and he makes the tag. That was a game changer right there, Michael. Incomplete. When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel. Seth Rollins getting ready. Oh boy, he is rolling. There's a big reversal by Seth Rollins. How good is Seth Rollins? Penny predicament. That was an easy kick out for Roman. Too soon. Stationary position. Turns around. Oh, moonsault. Incredible authority. Brock Lesnar with the tag. Oh, what a boot. Oh, boy, he is rolling. Beautiful technique. Roman Reigns is in a tough situation here, folks. I mean, it looks to me like he's almost completely out. He has got to do something quick. The big dog is losing his stride right about now. He's a bullet there. We've got an argument on our hands. Oh, it's just a few words. No big deal. What, what a comeback. He can put his opponent right here. Two. He's able to get the shoulder. The beast won't stay down. Oh, boy, he is rolling. Well, Reigns may have it. Look at him. There's no toppling the Roman Empire. Roman Reigns has found a way to take charge of this match. He's making a statement here with this attack. Uh-oh. Here's his moment, Michael. What impact? Here is Roman Reigns in position now. Oh, Spear! Can he finish him up? Here's the cover. 1, 2. We have our winners. Whatever tag team is on the docket, the mayhem multiplies. Here's the proof. Yeah, he's putting in the work. He's getting after him here. Check this out. I really enjoyed every minute of this. Here are your winners, Roman Reigns and the Animal Batista. What really match? It was a Rainbows match there toward the end. But this is kind of where you can build some momentum on. What an incredible journey it has been to get to this WrestleMania moment. Absolutely amazing. A decade and a half of dominance. The following contest is a take. What's this? Well, it's about to be a highlight reel. Make it here. Official of the world. Oh, official, unofficial. There it is. Did you look? Incredible. There's a lot of force behind that one. A TLC match is so dangerous that you never want to make a mistake. But being too tentative can also cost you. We saw that at TLC 2016 when AJ Styles defended his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Dean Ambrose. Ambrose said that his temper was his game plan, but if anyone would be at home in a TLC match, it's the lunatic French. He wants no part of the outside. 2016 TLC match was the 19th in history, and it would not be for the faint of heart. There's no way to predict which superstar was going to incapacitate his opponent first to climb up the ladder. AJ Styles showed he was more than comfortable only in TLC's environment of twisted, unforgiving steel and solid wood.
Both men had bad intentions, as displayed by AJ Styles when he executing a springboard 450 splash out to the floor that put Ambrose through a table. It wasn't enough to put Ambrose away, but James Ellsworth pushed Ambrose off the ladder, out of the ring, and through a table. That's how AJ Styles retained his championship.
John Cena is perhaps the most dominant competitor in WWE history. Is there any strategy that can work against Big Match John?
When you compete at the level that Cena has, for as long as he has, injuries pop up. Nothing chronic, but he's definitely got a few target areas that an opponent should look out for.
They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. We discussed John Cena's injuries earlier. Byron, I'm wondering, how would you target them?
Well, I'm too honorable personally to attack injuries, but if I was meaner, I'd stop the tricep he tore against Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam and then yank the shoulder that kept him sidelined in 2016. This is all hypothetical. All right, listen up, morons, especially you, Byron. A tables, ladders, and chairs match, commonly known as a TLC match, originated thanks to three of the greatest tag teams of all time. I'm talking about the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. Oh, look, I knew it. Oh, that's how you establish dominance.
Well, you spoke about the TLC match. It is interesting to note that the TLC match was created because of the incredible triangle ladder match the Dudley Boys had against the Hardys and Edge and Christian in the WWE Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 2000.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's in control now. You gotta believe this one's over.
And John Cena is your winner. Well, tables, ladders, and chairs. You ain't need to say anymore.
One thing I can say about that match is that it had a few interesting moments. Very few.
Here is your winner, John Cena.
And John Cena stands victorious. These guys look like a couple of is going at it out there.
On the rise, and what will be a tremendous career. Here comes Peyton Royce. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce. Byron, I was back in the locker room area earlier today, and I heard Peyton Royce
Imitating you. Imitating you. Unbelievable impersonation. She does great impressions. Spot on, Byron Saxton. Oh, and by the way, she also handles her business inside the ring. A student of Lance Storm. Peyton Royce is absolutely incredible. Look at her, Byron. Yeah, I can see her. Beautiful and deadly. A true Venus flytrap. Here comes the queen.
And her partner from the Queen City, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Back at NXT, Charlotte was part of a group called the Four of the Horsewomen with Sasha Banks, Bailey, and Becky Lynch. Wow, has Charlotte evolved from those times? More many people believe Charlotte may be the best theoretically the women's division has ever seen. It's hard to argue that statement. Charlotte Flair backed up every claim she has made since arriving in WWE. Multi-time champion, history maker, record setter, legend in the making. The Hall of Famer, that Phoenix, a true pioneer.
And your finals. First, from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
Without question, one of the best, most purest natural athletes we have ever seen in WWE. Byron, time to put your hair on the square up. Oh, you don't have any hair. Well, you get the point.
And her partner from Shamong, New Jersey, Sonia Deville.
Byron, I would love to see you interview Sonya Deville so she could punch you right in the mouth. I wouldn't enjoy that at all. Sonya Deville is as bad as they come. Sonya Deville, such a force in the women's division, from topping up in 2015 to NXT in 2017. What a name she's beginning to make for herself in the WWE universe. This is it. Tag team action underway here, guys. Tag team action in full effect, guys. And these superstars are about to show all you folks what it's all about. Oh, just inflicting so much damage to the body. Targeting the chest, very effective. Bullseye! While Peyton Royce's career is just getting started, guys, I'd say she has already accomplished a great deal, including being named the 2016 NXT Breakout Star of the Year alongside Billy Kay. That NXT Breakout Star of the Year award Michael brings up is something for Peyton to be proud of, especially when you look at who she and Billy Kay beat to take home the hardware. Now, there's certainly some big names there. You talk about Ember Moon, Andrade Cien Almas, but in the end, it was the iconic duo walking away with the win. Harsh impact. Corey, what are they going to do here? We're about to find out. Impact. Oh, nasty impact. This might be it. Oh, my. Lariat. Getting closer now. There it is. She's made the tag. And her partner is absolute fire right now. Oh, most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment. Got Phoenix going for it early. And the shoulders up. Hey, I guess you never know. Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there. Boom. Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. Tag team action like in singles competition. Once a duo nails their opponent with a finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end. It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. Since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move. Charlotte sure dodged that one. She did indeed. She's on the defensive now. Her and her partner making a great tag team. We'll see what they're made of here. The good news is that if it gets out of control, she has a partner she can tag in while she catches her breath in the corner. That Phoenix gets tagged in. Slam! And Charlotte was able to get out of danger there. Lucky for her. Gets the tag. It's going to leave a mark. That Phoenix in a very difficult spot here. At this point, she really needs to think about making a tag to a partner. She really needs to make a tag here, guys. There's no way she can continue like this and expect to win the match. There's just no way. I'm drinking steam here, fellas. This might be where her opponent looks to put her away. Russian leg sweep. Perfect form. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. She's starting to stammer here. You can see her partner wants to get tagged in here. This might be one of the most tightly contested matches I've seen in a long time. Any one of these women can win this thing. During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If the team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match. Your opponents are playing catch up. Stop. Grief. The 2 out of 3 falls match saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus as a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in a 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy. Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece. After a twist of fate on the Swiss sideboard. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down, and the third fall was really a double crown. When the superstars in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath. Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation we spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner. You're absolutely right. Well, what's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got to tag out of the match? That separation is key in breaking any momentum your opponents could have, maybe the difference between a win and a loss, maybe even more. You know, guys, it's pretty amazing that in just a few short years, Charlotte has earned the moniker the Queen by ruling over every WWE show. In up the tag. Big time impact from way up high. Byron, you mentioned Charlotte becoming the queen, and it shows with her regal entrance, high place robes, and flawless moves. So all the groundbreaking matches Charlotte's competed in, I'd love to see it. Look out. Charlotte is measuring beautiful technique. Got every ounce of that one. Charlotte taking complete control of this match. It'd be tough to stop the queen. This one is over. Momentum is completely in favor of Charlotte now. They're slammed down hard. Quick reversal about Beth Phoenix. Again. I don't know how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. We're looking at complete domination here. There, game, set, match. This one is over. And she escapes the submission. Not a lot of people could break out of that one, Michael. Charlotte turns it around. That's good. Here comes Charlotte. There it comes. There's Charlotte struggling with the spear. That's just Charlotte proving her dominance once again. She goes for the cover. 1, 2. I thought that was it. How in the world? And she's toying with her now. She shows signs of life. Showing a lot more than that. Look at her go. She better do something fast. Look at that. She escapes. Talk about coming up clutch, guys. No selection. That has got to be it. Shoulders on the left. 1, 2, 3. That's it. This one is over. Let's take another look at these ladies going toe to toe. That's a woman on a mission. Man, oh man, look at that. Man, this was great. Every single minute of this one was memorable.
Here are your winners. These are and Charlotte Flair.
Gonna feel the effects of this win for a while. Wow, I can't believe the amount of punishment that had to be inflicted in order for those shoulders to stay down on the lifting count. Well, that match is why people say the Royal Rumble pay-per-view is a can't-miss event.
The following contest is never for Introducing first, accompanied by Sasha Banks from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds.
The Bravo the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. The biggest box office draw around the globe and one of the greatest WWE superstars ever. A top box office draw in and out of the ring. There was only one great one. Go wrong. Anything electric mid-air. Thunders. Arena shaking. The greatest entertainer in the world today. Showtime for Cesaro. This is my favorite part. I gotta put my Cesaro section on.
From Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds. Cesaro.
Pound for pound, most powerful man in WWE today. Let's not forget about the singles accomplishments of Cesaro, like winning the first ever Ultimate Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 30. The Celtic Warrior.
And their opponent, first, accompanied by Roman Reigns from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior.
Celtic Warrior ready to go. He doesn't just set the bar, he is the bar. Now you think about everything that Sheamus has accomplished: 4 times WWE World Heavyweight Champion, former King of the Ring, 2 times United States Champion, just to name a few of those accomplishments. But Sheamus talking to him, it was like he isn't given the respect that he deserves as one of the most decorated champions in this company. The dead man cometh.
Dead man cometh.
And here from Denmark, weighing in at 299 pounds, the Undertaker.
A chill has befallen the entire arena as the Phenom makes his way toward the ring to continue his quarter century of taking souls and digging holes for WWE superstars. I can't imagine what it must be like to be inside the ring and watch the Undertaker slowly walk toward battle. One of the longest activity. What is it? In WWE history. An unmatched aura. Decades and decades of dominance. The tag team action underway here. I think tag teams that can make a major impact on today's WWE. I absolutely think of these two teams. Despite his busy schedule, the only thing that Bravo Bull wants to do now is lay the smackdown on his opponent. Corey, do you smell that? I believe the catchphrase is a great one, but yes, we all smell what The Rock is cooking. Then it made me say, see, wasn't too bad. Big slam. I slam. Stop. Good grief. Love is crushing it. The Rock made it a bad way here. This tag team match can get out of hand quickly if he doesn't mount an offense soon. Well, he certainly escalated in a hurry. I don't think any of us expected to see him fall behind so quickly. Sheamus is one of the most dominant forces in WWE. The man actually enjoys proving he is as vicious as they come and will attack anyone who steps in his way. Man, what a light drop. Now the old vicious Nick Frank. Look at the torque. Going back to Sheamus' dominance, he's won numerous championships. He's a Royal Rumble match winner and Mr. Money in the Bank. Then when he joined Cesaro, it caused a seismic shift in the tag team division. Besides the fact that Sheamus and Cesaro were rivals, Sheamus is famous for not playing well with others. But what began as an unlikely duo is, what are they going to do here? Oh, Cloverleaf! Check out the twerk on the back. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural tag team champions. There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown tag team champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract. Yeah, at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in the hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a miraculous going forward, it's going to take more than that to keep his shoulders down. Are you kidding me? The Undertaker laughs at stuff like that. So sorrow. Again. Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque. Cesaro is letting his opponent know how to do it on the cut. Undertaker looking mortal here, but he's not appearing too much for wear, at least not yet anyway. Well, it's not dire consequences here, but just in case, he might want to think about getting his partner in there for a bit. Over the years, we've come to expect these bursts of greatness from him. There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed, and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best of seven series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team. Uh-oh. Going for the Raw. Choke slam. Wow, the crowd's on the cover. I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as ever here. This is what makes it one of the best in the business. Up against Cesaro there. Oh my gosh, what an uppercut. What a maneuver. Got it. He's got it. He's going to tap. He's in the driver's seat now. He breaks out. He's not done just yet, Michael. Oh, what impact. And tag him as the Rock. With the damage sustained by Undertaker, he could be on his way out. This is not where he wants to be at this point in his tag team match. It's a reversal. And here comes Sheamus off the tag. Oh, using the knee as a weapon. That's how you wear down your opponent. The Celtic Warrior first displayed his awesome power during the revival of CW. This must into his takeover of the land extreme. Sheamus set his sights on Monday Night Raw. It appears as though the run is starting to fade. This tag team match is dangerously close to getting out of control for him. This is not the time to be a hero. To keep this match from slipping away, he needs to get his partner in there and take a break. When you brought up how Sheamus came into WWE, Byron, it reminded me of calling the action during his debut match. That night, the world witnessed a new brand of barbarity. How's this for dominance? Sheamus captured his first WWE Championship within 2 months of coming to Monday Night Raw. And that one grounds him. I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw. Beautiful technique. The Undertaker makes the tag. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Now the old vicious leg break. Look at the torque. Stop. Good. Sanders comes in off the tag. Oh, goes down hard. The Rock in with the tag. The Rock. Electrifying execution. Just when you thought he had nothing left, the situation just got real bad for Sheamus. Then he escapes the submission. And good thing, that could have been disastrous. I like his aggression in the corner, man. Damn. This, oh, my. Not stuffing a leg. Just nasty. Rock just barely got out of the way so quick. Not sure how much longer it can take. Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over. This has been one of the most intense back and forth battles I've seen in a long time. And unfortunately for him, to do it. Look at this. This could do it. Please. What an incredible tag team contest. These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look. He ain't playing here. He ain't messing around. Remember this? And this is how he ended it.
Here are your winners. The Rock and Susan.
Talk about having to kick down deep to pick up the win. Hey, this isn't just about going out there and making sure everybody's entertained. You gotta win your matches. And that's exactly what happened here. A will to win is on display. What amazing action we're seeing here. And the Royal Rumble.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Sasha Banks from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds. The Tag Team Champion.
Wwe Raw forces behind WCW success. Former WCW champion. A man who absolutely bleeds intensity. Beyond the WCW championship, was a two-time United States champion, one-time WCW tag team champion. Oh, and by the way, a WWE Universal champion. In fact, you go back to WCW Wwe Raw in 1998, where Goldberg defeated 8 members of the NWO with a battle royal. I was pretty much everybody in WCW was in the NWO. You know what, Byron? They wouldn't let you in either. Oh, oh,
And his partner from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds. So
the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels has earned every single moniker bestowed upon him in his career. You know what? Get one of the Mr. Time. What showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels has earned every single moniker bestowed upon him in his career. The Hall of Famer is here.
and here comes from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 249 pounds. The Lady Superstar.
Well, here's the superstar who really is living his dream. Right. Cornerstone, one of the forefathers of the tables, dummies, and chairs match. Not to mention, Byron, the important fact that he totally reeks of awesomeness. And the Lord Christmas between it will be 5-second pose. The ultimate opportunist. Oh, feel the power.
And his from parts unknown, weighing in at 275 pounds. The Ultimate Warrior.
Rolling like the spaceship of rocket fuel. This guy's a maniac. He's totally out of control. I love it. Here we go, guys. Tag team action is underway.
All the budding tag teams out there hoping to one day make it to the big stage better be watching this match with a notepad in hand because you can bet this is going to be a lesson in how it's done.
Big boot. Go for the run. Chase of JBL with a fallaway slam. And now it's Goldberg. Is he done? He fights his way free, but how much energy did he exhaust fighting his way out? He's around like a rag doll. He's on the defensive here. The beauty of tag team competition is that he doesn't need to take the entire brunt of the opposition's attack. So the thought of making a tag wasn't necessarily appear to be on his mind. Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The Spike Pop Riders from Anderson and Blanchard, the Heart Attack from the Heart Foundation, the Rocker Dropper from the Rockers, or the Doomsday Device from the Road. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents. That hurts. Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. Tag team action like a singles competition. Once a duo nails their opponent with a finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end. It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move. In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Carmella's corner. I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalia's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish last kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar. Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen. When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another. Oh, what a backbreaker. Just ugly impact. Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, but it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to, but other teams truly think it as one unit. Michael, teams such as the Usos, American Outlaws, Anderson and Gallows, the New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold. One of the Ultimate Warrior's crowning achievements came at the first ever SummerSlam. The Honky Tonk Man was in the midst of the longest ever Intercontinental title reign. Cue the Ultimate Warrior's music, and in about 30 seconds, the Warrior lifts it up. What incredible power from the Warrior. Tell me, press slam. I'm not sure how much he has left. Now the ultimate. Oh, what a splash. That's what he was looking for, Michael, to add his shoulders down. He breaks up the pin and the match continues. Oh, no. Skinny T. Man, Ultimate Warrior plays the game as good as anybody. This could be huge. Wow, the Ultimate Warrior is being controlled now. Oh man, the Ultimate Warrior is really feeling the pressure. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were found at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater popped lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural tag team champion. There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown tag team champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was a team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract. And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half, Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right. Better watch out. Goldberg is fired up now. The Heartbreak Kid is on clothesline, forcefully delivered. Just a crushing blow from Goldberg. Goldberg with some strong moves currently. He's making a statement here with this attack. Set him up. Nasty impact. Ultimate Warrior in a little bit of trouble here. He looks to be a little surprised right now. It looks to me like he's really trying to carry this team on his back, which really isn't necessary considering he has a very capable partner he can tag in with. Superstar knowing exactly what it's on. Oh man. But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys. Peanuts are usually served. Wait. Warm up the bus. This one is who's going to the pen. 1, 2. And kick out. This one's not over yet. Just needs to do more damage. Oh, what impact? Look at there he goes. Knocked right off his feet. Edge is calculating mind at work. You can almost see the gears turning. Shawn Michaels in off the tag. Vicious. Well, Ultimate Warrior's getting a serious beatdown. Not sure how much more anyone would be able to take. He needs to find a way to create some space or else this thing's over. I can't say I expected to see this tonight. It's not every day you see a guy as talented as him take such a beating. What harsh impact! Just when you thought the Ultimate Warrior had nothing left to give. Just when you thought the Ultimate... You don't see the Heartbreak Kid manhandled like this very often. Let's hope, for his sake, that he can keep performing at this level. The tall order. On the shoulders here. And it could be a long way down from there. Oh, a tough slam. You don't see the Heartbreak Kid manhandled like this very often. The Ultimate Warrior. That's when you put an exclamation point on the end. The shoulders are down. 2, 3. They enjoy it. And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle. He's getting it done here. Look at him go. This was another great moment. And so it goes.
Here are your winners. Who rated